I feel like I'm on a roll today. I made a bunch of videos, but like, what do I mean by I don't give a fuck? What do I mean by I don't give a fuck is I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Meaning, I heard this saying that it's not mine, but I heard this saying that other people's opinion is none of your business. It's that thing that if people think I'm fucking awesome, or if people listen to my music, I genuinely appreciate it. Like, for real, because I put my soul in this shit. But I have to, in order for me to not give a fuck about the haters, I have to also not give a fuck about the people that are telling me my music is amazing. It's a sacrifice that you have to make where it's like to genuinely, truly not give a fuck about what people think about you, and to be able to move past your that issue that like a lot of people have that issue of not being able to, maybe they make art, or maybe they make music, or maybe they make videos, or maybe they, I don't know, maybe they want to do something, maybe they have an idea and they want to do that idea, but the people around them will judge them, will say that idea is stupid, that like, so they care so much about what people think about them that it prevents them from doing that idea, that it prevents them from making that music, that it prevents them from trying something that they want to try, even though the people around them will say that's crazy, or something, right? So when I say I don't give a fuck, right, I'm trying to say it with as much love as possible that you can have behind I don't give a fuck. But like, for real, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. I don't give a fuck. I never think about other people and what they think about me. Like, ever since I've gained control over my mind, I've been able to sit here anywhere and meditate and just be still. It's this weird thing. We're like, my bad. I'm dying because I took a dab before the video, and the water is out there. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, to anyone who like supports me, like, I do care. Like, people misunderstand. That's what I mean a lot of times, that people misunderstand me. That like I do care. Like, as in I care what people think about themselves. I care what they think about what they do with their life. When I'm in a conversation with them, I love to hear what people are saying, and I love to learn from other people and conversate and just, that thing. But if they're like, you trip too much and you should probably stop tripping, okay. But I don't give a fuck. So I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna be like, yo, bro, I don't give a fuck. But I'm just gonna be like, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But at the end of the day, I still don't give a fuck. Because I don't think about it. It doesn't affect my mind. Like, if I gave a fuck about what other people thought about me, it would affect how I think about myself. And I do not allow anything, anyone, or any situation to affect how I think about myself. Because my point of view on myself is the most important point of view. Your point of view on yourself is the most important point of view. And if you're allowing other people to care, like, do you understand that I was walking around 3 years ago, I was walking around with some fucked up shoes, right? With holes in my shoes, right? Like, I generally don't give a shit. I mean, people can talk shit, but that's okay. I know what I'm doing. I have this crazy ass idea that I'm doing with my life, and yeah, I don't know. It's only something that I will understand. I've been doing this since I was a kid. When I was 11, and I would skip school, and all the teachers would be like, "Hey, you're gonna fail school." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to make music. I would go home, and I would make music. From like that was my whole childhood. That's why now that I'm single, I'm like, wow. When I made music, obviously I was single because I was a kid, so it was before having sex or having a girlfriend or um. So I was just focused on music, and I was having the time of my fucking life, just like I am now, right? So I don't give a fuck if somebody likes the music, but I do care if somebody likes the music. I appreciate it, and all my fans and whatever you want to call them, I don't know, just people who just genuinely love my music. I truly appreciate it. It's just because I put my soul into my music, and because I'm enjoying every single time I make a beat. It is the most exhilarating feeling I can't even explain it. I mean, the closest thing I can explain to it is MDMA. Like, when I took MDMA, I was like, wow, this is kind of like how it feels when I make music. Because, for real, that's literally how I feel when I make music. As well as the movie Soul, the Disney movie. When the dude was making music, and when an artist gets in the flow, um, that's what happens to me every time I make a beat, and I'm just sitting there in the flow, right? Out of space and time, body's so euphoric. It is a complete high, like, for real. So, like, I make music because of that. Because that was the first thing that saved my life. I was 11 and I needed a father figure. My dad wasn't there. And, like, the weird thing is, the way I connected to my dad is he was a musician. So then I decided to make music because I thought that that would help me, um, I don't know, in this weird, sick, twisted thing. Maybe, like, he'd pay more attention or something. I don't know. But then eventually, you get into the love of music, and then I'm like, nah, fuck that, fuck him. Like, I'm in this because this shit makes me feel better than anything I have ever felt before. And so then there's gonna be people who don't like one of my songs, and, like, I just don't care. And there's gonna be people who love my music, and, like, I appreciate it. But at the same time, I also don't care because um it wasn't necessarily made for other people. Like, it's this weird thing that when I was making music, a lot of the plans with my beats, they were just sitting on my computer. It was just for me to listen to. It was, some of them were going to be for like background beats, or some of them are going to be for whatever, but, like, it was this thing where I just did it because it made me feel so fucking amazing. It got me through the hardest times of my life, like, and it continues to get me through the hardest times of my life. And that's why I do this, because, man, music is my life. It saved my life. It I don't know. It's just this thing that's been there for so long that it's the only constant that's been there the whole fucking way since puberty, I guess. Like, but Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you guys for watching.